Hello everybody and welcome to the Homestead's Facebook page and YouTube channel. Today we're going to go through a whole hive inspection again. This is a lengthy video. It's going to be a lengthy video, so it'll really explain a lot. One thing I wanted to do first before I got started was I wanted to show you just how many bees are coming in and out. When you look at this, I mean, your ordinary person that doesn't have anything to do with beekeeping is going to see this and think that that's a lot of bees. And it is a lot of bees. If you were to see that amount of bees in an area out and about, then you could safely assume that there's a bee colony very close by. The thing I wanted to show you was, I'm just going to take this piece of cardboard here, and you can see the traffic in front, constant flow of bees coming in and out. So I'm just going to put this piece of cardboard here in front of the entryway. See if I can stand it up. Doesn't look like it's going to stand up, but I just wanted to take a minute here to show you how the traffic will steadily increase in front of the box. I mean, there's, you know, it's been a minute or two and it's starting to kind of build up, but it's just gonna increase and increase and increase. The longer their pathway in is blocked, the more that are going to be returning home to deliver the nectar and pollen and stuff that they've been collecting. It doesn't really agitate them or anything, but just kind of gives you an idea of how many bees are coming in and out of here on a consistent basis. I mean, there you can start to see that that is a lot of bees. And as soon as I take it away, watch the entryway here, pretty awesome. Watch them all just funnel right in there. Boom, boom, boom. I just thought that was a neat thing to share with everybody. Okay, so here we go. Got my hive tool handy, and the smoker already lit. So, as I've explained in other videos, the first thing you want to do is give them a little bit of smoke in the entryway here. These guys have been aggressive with me at times, so I'm going to give them quite a bit of smoke. The jury's still out on whether or not it harms them. I don't think it hurts them too much. I mean, you don't see them dropping dead or anything, but definitely lets them know that I'm here and that I'm going to be going in. Alright, so it's been a couple of weeks since I've been in here, and last time I was in, I had recently added the third deep box on top. And they had started to build some comb on the frames. So I'm interested to see how they're progressing here. Just to see what their stores are like. It's August 2nd, so we're right in the middle of summer. Most of the blooms have died off, so I expect that their numbers will be down a little bit. But I'm also coming in to find the queen. I've looked the last few times and really haven't been able to find her. Haven't really looked very thoroughly. But this time I'm going to do my best to take a good look to try to find her. Pop the first frame out. Take a look. Okay, so not much going on the outside frame. A little bit of comb happening. It's good. Not trying intentionally to upset them, but I don't want them to get hurt either. So I'm just going to shake that frame off since I don't have a hanger to hang it on, and I put it down on the pallets that you see below. Okay, this one's a little weightier, and that's got quite a bit of honey in it. And some of it's capped. So yeah, they're doing a good job here. I'm gonna go through this time and clean each frame off on the bottom, which I haven't done in the past. Okay, so the outside is about half loaded down, and the inside is 3/4 with some capped. So again, this is going to be a fairly lengthy video. This is my first year. I definitely don't know everything. Still getting used to handling everything as well. So I'm a little slow. Maybe I'm not slow, I don't know. But I want to give this thing a good cleaning. I haven't been in a couple weeks. Just makes it more manageable when you go in to harvest stuff, and just more manageable in general. There we go, the top's cleaned off. Third frame is getting heavy. Again, there's some capped honey, more capped honey. These guys are doing a great job. Starting to get a little heavy. So I'll just smoke them to get them off that section. Best I can, so that I enter as few as possible. Run the knife down the bottom of the frame. Clean it up. And back in she goes. Now this will all be the same across the top of this box, so I'm just going to pause the video and I'll come back when I get into the second box. So I thought that I would bring this frame over just to show you. This has been on for about 3 weeks, and that's almost entirely capped honey. This is the middle frame. Definitely don't expect to see the queen here. There's the other side. So that's, I mean, that's got to be 5 or 6 pounds. Pretty amazing how quickly they do this stuff. Okay, so I got through the top box. Pretty much entirely loaded down with honey, other than this frame and this frame on the outside, and they're even starting to work on those two. It's only August, So I might have to add a little more to this box. Be interesting to see how much the whole thing weighs. All right. That's pretty heavy. Okay, so I'll come and grab you. Hands are covered in honey. Okay, so here's what the second box looks like. That white frame is a new one that I added. You can see the difference. I barely had to touch the top of that, and I'm going to have to tidy this thing up entirely. But I just thought I'd bring you over and let you take a look and see. Back. Bees are not happy. I haven't been stung yet though, so. Okay, time to get these guys back in. Okay. So now, in the top box, I was not expecting to see the queen at all. They work on honey stores in the top, so I was not expecting to see her at all up there. But now that we're into the second box, I'm going to be a little more careful and take my time and see if I can find her. I haven't seen her since the start of June, so, and if I can't find her, that's okay, but I want to look for signs that she is in here. Some of that ripped off. Eggs are going to be the giveaway. If I can't find her specifically, then I'm going to look for eggs. Really take a good look on there, but that's an outer frame. So again, mostly honey stores. Not going to be any brood or anything on there. Okay, this one is 100% honey. Just full, completely full. Hope the camera's focusing in automatically, but that is full. Again, I don't expect to see her. Take a look, just in case. That is a heavy frame. Doesn't look like it. Okay. A lot of these look like they're mostly honey. So I'll pause the video again. I'll go through this box, and if I find her, I'll show you. Okay, so I'm halfway through the second box, and I've started to find some capped brood. You can see along in the middle there. The honey stores are on the outside, which I've explained before. Same on the other side. But the important thing is that while there's some capped larvae, there's also young larvae in here, and I won't be able to show you on the camera, but there's definitely some eggs in here. So they look like tiny, the only thing I can compare them to is grains of rice, really microscopic grains of rice. I mean, they would be maybe 1/50th the size of a grain of rice. So they're difficult to see, for sure. But once you see them one time, you will be able to find them much easier after that. The first time I saw them, I didn't notice them with my eyes. I'd actually taken a photo of a frame to show the beekeeper that I purchased the bees from that there were no eggs and that there was nothing going on. And upon closer look at the photo, I could zoom in and see that it's like a grain of rice standing on its end, so it'll be running perpendicular with the honeycomb. Anyways, I'll pause this again, and if I find the queen, I will show you. Okay, so I got through the second box. Mostly the outer two frames on either side were honey. The inner frames, the 6 of them were capped brood. They had a little bit of honey around the outside, but every one of them had eggs. So that's a really good sign. It only takes 9 days for the eggs to develop and turn into a worker bee. So in 9 days from being laid to flying out this door with all of the rest of these girls, that's how many days it takes. So the fact that there's, I don't know, 500, 1,000 eggs in there, that means that this hive is doing fine, and the queen is in here. She's happy, she's healthy. If anything, as I've always been worried, I don't have enough room for all of them. Okay, last box. So this one, I'll just keep rolling. Just gonna clean it up again. Get in there. Sting count is at 1. Okay, so here we go. Unbelievably, they still have not built on the outside of this. But there's some honey on there. No queen though. Oh my. You know what? It's not even worth it for me to continue down into this box. I mean, as you can see, we are surrounded by bees here. Their numbers just continue to increase. I can see that this is honey on the outside, but these all look like brood on the inside, which is the norm. But there's no way that I'm going to be able to get in with this concentration of bees and not wind up hurting a lot of them. I saw on 6 frames in there, front and back, hundreds and hundreds of eggs, upwards of maybe even 1,000 eggs that have all been laid in the last, I don't know, 24 hours. I've said it in other videos, previous videos, a queen can lay up to 1,500 eggs in a day. So I'm assuming that as soon as the capped brood emerged, she's on that hole, immediately laying another egg. I mean, she's a fantastic queen. I mean, look at these numbers, you know? Unbelievable. There's an albino one. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, I mean, like, this is... that's a lot of bees. I don't need to hurt these and squish these. I've cleaned up the top and bottom of all 3 boxes. I've seen that the hive's in great shape. It's got plenty of honey. I was going to leave it for this year and let them have all their stores to ensure their survival for next season, my second year. But I'm sure that if I were to put on a queen excluder and a couple of shallow boxes on top for just storage, I could probably take both of those, and with how much time they have left, and considering the second bloom hasn't even really started yet, there's not many flowers around other than in the vegetable garden, that just tells me that they'll fill up anything that I can throw at them this year. So I'm just going to throw this back together real quick here to serve them enough. I don't want to hurt this queen. I know that I don't have to re-queen. So that's good. Whoa. Slide your boxes across, folks. Well, if you can. That is a ton of bees. And fish. I finished putting this back together. I'm just going to walk you around the box really quick to show you the amount of bees that are covering this thing. Oh. Okay. Good. Get in there. Okay, so that's the hive inspection. I'm fully confident that this hive is doing fantastic. They don't need any help from me right now. Maybe in the fall I could give them a little feeding. Probably will in the spring too. But I'm just gonna take you for a quick walk around here so you can see just how many bees we're talking here. I mean, look at that. You know, starting to spread up onto the second box. Side. Just the back. This is from the inner cover. I should have shaken that off just in case the queen was in there. Unlikely, but possible. And then the side that I was working on here. So I got these in the middle of May, towards the end of May. It was one box, 10 frames, probably 4 or 5 frames had brood and some eggs in them, and there was a healthy queen, very healthy queen. And in a couple of months, August 2nd, so June, July, you know, two and a half months max, this colony has exploded, just exploded. I mean, look at that. Thousands and thousands of bees. And I mean, there's still bees going in and out and working right now while we're recording this. But thanks for checking out the video. Probably won't be another beekeeping video for a while. These, like I said, these guys, these girls here, they don't need my hand, they don't need me to give them any type of assistance. So this is the last look for at least a month, I'll say. No parasites, no hive beetles, no anything, no ants, nothing affecting them. They're just doing amazing. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. And if you like what you saw, you can like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. The numbers are starting to grow, and the people viewing these videos in other countries is really starting to take off. So thanks for all your support, everybody. I really appreciate it. Have yourselves a great day.